This review is brought to you by Surfshark VPN, but more on that later. It's hard to believe, but it's been 20 years since Digimon's glory days. Sure, it's had shows and games that are good to even great depending on who you ask, but the franchise has not been able to hit the highs of the original Adventure series or Tamers, the third season, not even with the Digimon Adventure reboot from 2020. But we are now 10 episodes into a new Digimon series, the horror-inspired season, Digimon Ghost Game, and I've been biting my tongue, waiting and waiting, but now that we've had 10 excellent episodes, I feel confident in saying Ghost Game is the best Digimon season since 2001's Digimon Tamers. From the amazing partner Digimon designs to the intriguing plot and consistently strong character and scenario writing, Digimon Ghost Game is a show that I'm confident any Digimon fan is going to enjoy, whether you're an ex-fan or you've watched every season. Welcome to the TheDigiKnow. Today we're both reviewing the 10th episode of Digimon Ghost Game, but also reviewing and celebrating episodes 1 to 10 overall in hopes of spreading the word about this show. So hey, if you have a friend who you think would like Ghost Game, why not share this video with them? The 10th episode, which just aired last night, opens with a kid playing a 2D fighting game in basically PlayStation VR when his avatar gets decimated by Kinkakumon, and we get the classic 2000s and 2010s horror trope of, real-world consequences to losing in the video game. A kid named Arthur is claimed by Kinkakumon and sucked into the virtual game world, not necessarily the digital world and not necessarily the AR field. It's sort of the internet. Think of Eden in Cyber Sleuth or Oz in Summer Wars. It turns out our third protagonist of this show, Kiyoshiro, is addicted to Fighter's Kingdom. He stopped playing though ever since a new rumor begins spreading about a beautiful lady appearing in the game and players who encounter her disappearing in real life. And this is happening in the other room with the boy's buddy Kotaro Nomura. Again, I love Digimon wrestling with modern tech. This is 2021, so yeah, why wouldn't Digimon tackle VR and the fighting game community? It's everything we always wanted to see. The last time we had Digimon really embracing technology was like 2000. It's been 21 years, so yeah, I want to see this kind of stuff. My favorite Digimon stories are always the ones involving the internet and our relationship with technology, like our war game. But speaking of the internet, this video is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. Surfshark is a virtual private network and an award-winning VPN. Maybe you've heard about VPNs, but you aren't really sure what they are. It's your own private network you can use to protect your info while streaming, shopping, casually browsing. Surfshark VPN helps you block ads, trackers, malware, all that unpleasant stuff. But on top of that, a VPN swaps the real location of your device with a new one, changing your IP address so you can virtually travel to any country around the world. You can unblock and access content libraries and streaming services that aren't available in your part of the world. So let's say maybe you've heard that the anime you want to watch is on Japanese Netflix, but you're in Canada or the US or anywhere else. You boot up Surfshark, select Japan, hit connect, and Netflix suddenly thinks you're in Japan. It's so easy. It even works with YouTube. For example, Saturday Night Live uploads full sketches to their YouTube channel in the US, but you can't watch them in Canada. With Surfshark, search United States, hit select and connect, and you've unlocked those region-locked videos. Surfshark has an unreal deal for my viewers. This is the best deal that my channel's ever had. If you sign up with the link in my description and you enter the promo code DIGIKNOW, you get 83% off and 4 extra months for free. So start your virtual tour of the world via my link and my promo code. Thanks so much for sponsoring this video, Surfshark. Back to the episode. A friend of ours has gone missing and the kids consult our most educated scientist in the digital world, Bokomon, from episode 9. He's back only 1 week later in a new library closer to the dorm room. I'm loving the recurring characters this show has given us so far, though I'm still waiting for Mummymon to return after that really strong debut in episode 2. Kinkakumon and Ginkakumon are the villains hijacking the fighting game. Kinkakumon is the beautiful woman doing the fighting, and her brother, Ginkakumon, his gourd sucks in the losers and turns them into liquor/sake. Hito asks, how do we reach the internet? And the only plan the boys can come up with is bringing Kiyoshiro out of retirement to play one last game of Fighter's Kingdom and work his way up to the mysterious, beautiful woman. If he wins 20 rounds in a row, he's supposed to meet Kinkakumon. Jellymon gives him this really awesome and sweet pep talk that convinces him to get back into playing, so he straps in, PlayStation VR headset on, and with 20 wins, 20 wins later, Kinkakumon appears, and then Jellymon hacks her way into the game, so she's actually playing in place of Kitoshiro's fighting avatar. And she starts doing great once she begins complying with Kitoshiro's inputs. It's kind of a traditional trust your partner story, but merged with this cool and modern fighting game element that I really dig, especially since Ginkakumon is controlling Kinkakumon too with like a little fighting pad. It becomes this very cool 1v1 fighting game moment. And also, you might even say Kitoshiro wearing the VR headset is kind of making him an honorary gogglehead, with the time-honored tradition of Digimon protagonists wearing goggles on their heads. It's a VR headset, but VR goggles, you can make the connection. Jellymon and Kitoshiro Kiyoshiro are crushing it. Kinkakumon says something like, quote, "To think an enemy who could ignite my soul still exists." But around that time, she begins to actually reach out into the human world through Kiyoshiro's screen, and the virtual arena and the dorm room begin to merge into this AR digital space. Once Kinkakumon gets there though, she was expecting this noble warrior on the other side of the screen commanding Jellymon, but she doesn't find that. She finds this scared teenage gamer. She's pretty pissed, and Jellymon isn't performing as well without Kiyoshiro's inputs. He's kind of passed out after cowering in fear. Hito and Gamamon go after Ginkakumon in a rescue mission to get the gamers back from that alcohol gourd, while Jellymon keeps fighting Kinkakumon without Kiyoshiro's help, and Kinkakumon says, "You are only strong in the game." And even through tears, Jellymon is still teasing Kiyoshiro, saying things like, "If you don't wake up, I'm throwing out all your stuff." And then she says something very sweet, which is, "We weren't strong because it was a game, we were strong because we had each other." And she zaps him awake, and we get another cool boy Kiyoshiro moment, just like in episode 5 when he stepped up to the plate, only this time they're able to activate Jellymon's evolution into TeslaJellymon, who I absolutely adore. Picture Lilymon, but if Lilymon was a huge diva, like an even bigger diva, like if Mimi and Lilymon fused into one Digimon. It's so awesome. Really great animation and really great drawings here. TeslaJellymon ultimately wipes the floor with Kinkakumon, and Kin and Gin agree to give back the humans since they lost fair and square, and everybody wakes up where they were last. Hito jokes that if you promise not to attack any more people, I'll give you my dad's stash of booze. And that is 10 pretty fantastic episodes of Digimon in the bag. 10 for 10 as far as I'm concerned, and that is why I made that declaration that I did in the title of this video. All indications are pointing to this being the best Digimon season since 2001's Digimon Tamers, honestly. Obviously, anything could change. The first 10 episodes of Digimon Adventure 2020 were pretty good as well, and a lot of folks felt the quality of that show dipped a little later on, around episode 30, so anything is possible, but there's so much going on in these 10 episodes to be hopeful about. Like, let me break it down. We have this mysterious Black Gatomon Uber character who looks like an Amazon delivery person who first delivered Gamamon to Hito in episode 1, and then later saved the entire team by opening up a mysterious portal into the digital world. We have the tri-evolution of Gamamon, as well as the Dark Digivolution that has now been teased twice, so we have at least 4 champion level, or presumably champion level evolutions for Gamamon, plus whatever comes next, Ultimate and Mega. We have other mysteries, big and small, like what happened to Hito's dad, and if he's safe in the digital world, why Hito has that weird mark on his ear, why does Kiyoshiro have bandages around his right arm? We have Digimon who aren't just one and done threats this season, like Drakamon from episode 3, who last time we spoke was on the hunt for a human partner to manipulate in order to help itself materialize and digivolve. We also have Daigo, a human man who is clearly disturbed to some extent, who was once working with a Digimon and now knows a bit about the AR digital world and a bit about Digimon. And at the core of all of this, all these mysteries and all these plot threads, we have 3 super strong human protagonists, kids who are slightly older than the Digimon heroes from series 1 through 3, so we could potentially be getting slightly more mature storytelling. And I mean, we already have with these darker horror themes. And of course, along with those 3 new heroes, there are 3 incredible Digimon partners with fantastic classic designs and really promising evolution designs. There's so much setup in these 10 episodes, and honestly, everything there is to like about Digimon is here in Digimon Ghost Game. So that is where I'll end the video. If it's not clear, I think everybody should be watching Digimon Ghost Game if you've ever liked Digimon. Let me know in the comments, what did you think about episode 10, and in general, what are your thoughts on Ghost Game's first 10 episodes? If you haven't already, please do me the favor and subscribe to the channel, because we're trying to reach 20,000 subscribers before January 31st, 2021, and we're so close. I get about 100 subscribers a week, and we have 3 weeks left at the time of publishing this video, so it's going to be ridiculously tight. Like, it can happen, but it could also not. If you wanted to get me a Christmas gift, all I want for Christmas this year is for you to subscribe to the TheDigiKnow. Thanks as always to you for watching, and thanks again to Surfshark for sponsoring. One last reminder, get Surfshark VPN with my link in the description. You can enter the promo code DIGIKNOW for 83% off and 4 extra months for free. But everyone, have a great week, and I will see you in the next video.